Hey there everyone, my name is Monkey Shrapnel, from the guys who play games, back with some more Pokemon Crystal Randomizer, and this guy has 5 Pokemon, so it's gonna take a bit. Look at all them Pokemon. He's a chef, apparently. He's a chef who's got no hair. Well, he's got a little hair. He's got a big old spider. Yeah. So, off screen I did go find a Pokemon. My God! He's a monster! Let's just kill it with Surf. So off screen, I found a Pokemon I wanted to train. A pretty interesting thing happened, but we'll get to that once I kill these Pokemon, because this might actually take a freaking long time. This guy, man, you do not want to hit this guy. This is the guy that when you're playing Spinner Hell, that if you can dodge him and somebody else doesn't dodge him, you're all of a sudden you're like 2 or 3 minutes ahead. Because like 5 Pokemon is so much. And like I'm pretty sure in the vanilla game all he has is just a bunch of freaking Ghastly. Because I mean that's all everyone in this gym has. Because the only ghost type they added was Mischievous, and they decided Mischievous was going to be a rare Pokemon they could only find in Mount Silver. Silver Cave. Which I guess I could talk about that, since it's still going to take a while. So, a pretty common complaint, I don't know if I've talked about this. I say this every time I start talking about something. I don't remember if I've talked about it. But, a common complaint about Silver, Gold, Crystal, well, at least Silver and Gold, is that a lot of the Johto Pokemon are really rare. Like, things like Dunsparce, Yanma, Mischievous. These are all Pokemon that are either extremely rare or just cannot be found. Until Kanto. I mean, technically Mischievous isn't Johto, but you get to it from Kanto, so that doesn't really count. I'm actually gonna heal, because, you know. And I don't know how I feel about this. It's easy to fall into the category of just thinking, well, they're new Pokemon, why aren't they shoved in my face? And I guess that kind of comes back to showing me that it's like, that was a sentence I just said that I don't know what it means, but the fact that Johto Pokemon are rare, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I can see why people wouldn't like it, but it kind of comes across as making them almost feel more special. Like, you know, I don't know how to put it. And I know it's not even necessarily completely true, because like, when you play through these games, I'll betcha a crap ton of people used Mareep, the Mareep line, involved into Ampharos, because it's just an early Pokemon you find, and it's like, well, it's common, and almost everyone finds it, and it's a new Pokemon, so of course you're going to use it, right? Oh god. Well, Kangaskhan has no special attack, so this won't do much. Except paralyze me with this 10% chance and cripple me. If I'm paralyzed, I'm out of the game. I hate life. Actually, wait. I will live on 1 health, unless you just don't use it. Okay, sure, whatever. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's not a very popular opinion. People want to see the new Pokemon, and I don't blame them. I'm not gonna say that they're wrong, because of course they're not wrong. But I will say that I do think that them being rare isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, this is the Ghost Gym, and there's lots of Pokemon that aren't Ghost types because this is randomized. I will say this much. I get why they have a gym like this, because obviously every single type is represented in this game except for Dark. But I honestly think it would have been better to have a Dark gym here instead of a Ghost gym. Because when you only have one... Like, there's 2 Ghost lines, but you're not even using one of them because you want to make it super rare. So then, what's the point of having in the game, you know? Instead of just, like, there's lots of Dark types they use. They gave, I can't remember her name. Karen, they gave her, like, 3 Dark types. And they gave her Vileplume, and ironically enough, they gave her Gengar anyways. So, it doesn't, it's like, what was the point? They still gave her the Pokemon that we see in this gym. Plus, we see Houndoom. We see, Pokemon that I can't for the life of me remember. Oh, we see Umbreon and we see Murkrow. And you see, those are all Pokemon that would be good for this gym. I don't know, it's just weird when you think about that they didn't use them at all. Like, Houndoom would have been perfect for this gym, because Morty's highest level Pokemon in the normal game is level 25. And what level does Houndoom evolve at? 24. So why not just freaking use that? It would have been legal. Wow, considering that's Leech Life, that did a lot of damage. Quillfish is actually one of those Pokemon that is surprisingly not bad. It's actually a lot better. Like, if you go to Smogon, I don't know why I can never always pronounce it wrong, or if I just second guess myself. But it's like, if you go to Smogon, they actually have, you know, they have some pleasant things to say about Quillfish. Because, like, it's basically Tentacruel, but physical instead of special. It has good attack and defense. It's pretty fast. And it gets good moves. It gets, like, Explosion, Destiny Bonds, Spikes. It's actually a pretty cool Pokemon. And honestly, if I had seen him before Starmie, I totally would have caught him. But, I digress. This is the last trainer. Then we're going to be fighting Morty, and then I'm probably just going to do a montage in the next area. Because, you know, there's a lot of Pokemon. Or a lot of trainers, rather. Like, 2 routes full again. And then there's even the Aqua route and the fucking Lighthouse. This is basically the second point in the game where they just shove a million trainers at you. And the only other times they really do that, off the top of my head, is like the rocket areas. And afterwards, there's just not that many trainers anymore. Which I'm sure a lot of people would say is a bad thing. But, you know. I'm still of the opinion... I'm not sure if I even talked about this again, too. But, like, I like how... It feels like overall they don't shove nearly as many trainers at you. Like a lot. Achoo. Let's talk good. But what I mean by that is, like, if you look at Red and Blue, there are so many trainers on the routes. Like the route after Brock has I think 15 trainers or something like that. It's kind of insane. That one route has basically as many trainers as you fight between Ilex Forest and National Park. 2 routes just done by 1 route. It's kind of insane. Ooh, Hitmonlee. Zap Cannon and Karate Chop. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb your ass. Oh, Quick Claw, right. I was about to say Hitmonlee's not slow. How am I outspeeding when I'm paralyzed? Ayy! Get fully paralyzed. Not me. Wow, 2 Quick Claws in a row. That's not bad. I think the chance of Quick Claw in this game is only 10%. Maybe it's 20%, I don't know. Either way, we're gonna go heal. And I guess before we do that, I guess I'll talk about what happened in the last part. So basically, I actually went around a lot of the routes surrounding the town. I went out to the left. I went really far out to the right. I went all the way up to almost to the Lake of Rage. Just grabbing some items. I went into the cave. Just looking for a 5th Pokemon to add to my team. And I guess I'll do this right now. I did. His name is Breadstick. He's a Hypno, actually. Which I already have Starmie, who's also a Psychic type, but I don't know. I like Hypno. I felt like Hypno's got really good special bulk. And I already have Fortress, so it's they kind of work as a duo, where one's got lots of defense, the other one's got lots of special defense. So I felt like it was appropriate. He actually had some crappy moves, but he has Giga Drain, that's cool. I have a grass move now. He has Payday, so I can grind money with him. He has Poison Powder, which I taught through the TM, because I think before he had Smog, which is at that point I'll just give him Poison Powder, because if you're using Smog, you're probably using it just to poison. And I gave him Giga Drain, Giga Drain. I gave him Shadow Ball. Now, we're going to talk about Out of Sight in just a sec here, once I get up here to Morty. Now, Out of Sight, wouldn't you know it, happens to be this Sunkern. That's the legendary Sunkern I found. And kind of funny that I got this, because it's level 40. Even though it's level 40, its stats are actually a lot worse than all my Pokemon. Hypno literally outclasses it in every way, almost half its level. Because his Sunkern stats are terrible. It's 30 across the board. It's not the worst stat in any particular category, but I think it's like the lowest base stat total of any Pokemon. So, Sunkern might end up being using as another HM slave, because I just kind of switch out as I feel like it. And I guess I'll give you the backgrounds to name. So, I actually kind of forgot Hypno, but I'm going to try to do it again to try to remember. So, Hypno... Let's see. I guess I kind of thought of him as being French. What the hell? I can't remember this guy's name at all. Why did I name him Breadstick? It had something to do with French and baguettes and cats and something like that. I don't know. Sunkern was just like, I guess because it was just like out of nowhere. And I was like, out of sight, out of mind, you know. I wasn't expecting to run into it. But we are going to do this before I do anything else. Remember that Sunstone I got? We're evolving this mother. Look at this guy. Level 40 Sunflower. It's actually going to be pretty good now. I'm not probably going to use him because, I mean, level 40 is kind of crazy. Like, look at his HP now. Sunkern doesn't even have that great HP, but it's got, like, good stats now. It, like, off that evolution, now has the same special defense as Hypno, but more health. And it has good special attack. But it's actually still slower, which kind of says something about its stats. Actually, its attack is pretty high, too. Well, either way, I don't think it has any special moves, actually. Let me look. It has Karate Chop and Submission. Why does everything have Karate Chop and Submission? Whatever. Either way, we're going to start with you, Lawnmower. Morty's going to have, like, I think his Pokemon are going to be, like, 23, 26, maybe, like, 28. Sounds about right. Anyways, yeah. Morty wants to meet Ho-Ho. Which kind of brings up an interesting thing that, like, beating Morty... Dang it, Sir Max. Beating Morty lets you go to... At least try to go to Tin Tower. Oh, wow. 23. So, it brought... Yeah, wait, did I say 23? I think I did. So, it'd be 23, 26, and 28 is what I'm guessing. Anyways, beating Morty lets you try to go to Tin Tower. But then they stop you anyways after a bit, because it's like, you're not the chosen one, or whatever it is they say. Oh, God. I sold an Awakening, too. I found an Awakening. I sold it thinking, I'm not going to get to use this. Do I have a... I do have a full heal, I think. Oh, I do. I picked up a Mint Berry, too. Cool. Perfect. Anyways, I just kind of think it's kind of goofy that they, like, do it, but, like, it doesn't matter. You don't get anything off this badge. You can... Like, you absolutely need this badge to actually go there, but you don't actually really... Like, you need it, but you don't need it, if you get what I'm trying to say. Entei, oh boy. Leela's coming out with Surf. Oh, it's also 23. Because he has two 21s, right. Forgot. Get surfed, Entei. You're not going to die from this, but even with your, like, massive HP, you're going to take some heavy hits. Holy hell, that killed! Wow, I'm shocked that killed, because Entei is actually pretty bulky anyways. Ekans, why not send out the good old Breadstick here? Wow, your level 28 is Ekans. Shouldn't that be Arbok? Did I never make it so that Pokemon evolve? I hope I did. Whatever, I'll use Payday and get some money. Because what kind of moves are you going to have, Ekans? You're going to have Jack, Squad. So now I'm going to Shadow Ball you, because that'll do more. Boom. Don't confuse him, I'm pretty much won the fight. Funny how Whitney ended up being super hard again, and then Morty's just a joke. Although in the original game, Morty is probably like the next hardest gym leader. Wow! Dragonite, wasn't expecting that. I could use an ice move now that I think about it. Well, Dragon Breath is good. This is why I got Dragon Breath. That's cool. 26? No, you're only 25. I was wrong. I don't know how it rounds up or down, but that's how it is. This definitely will not kill. It doesn't even 2-hit. But it paralyzes, so that's good. Oh my god! Wow, Houndoom's alive? And that's when we switch back to Breadstick. Tank that breadstick. Wow, that did a lot, considering that was resisted. I guess I'll Shadow Ball. Oh! What's with this Dragonite? It's a monster! You know, I found a Dragonite in Mount Mortar, and I thought maybe I'd catch it, but I didn't want another flying type. Which is funny, because now I have another psychic type, but... I feel like it's different enough, because, like, Dragonite is basically the same as Aerodactyl, except it's slower and bulkier. But it's still got really high attack. And I feel like, come on, Dragonite's too good. I don't want to use Dragonite, it's boring. I picked up 150 bucks. Except in reality, it's more like I picked up $1.50 would be the best way to put it. So what TM did I get? I'm going to skip through this and see if I see it. He says use it if it appeals to you. Well, Stunt Spore. Really? Really? What's all the Spore moves? This is something else entirely, if you ask me. So, I guess we're going to heal. I could go on the montage right now, but I'm going to do one thing first. I did not think about it. I can surf, so I can totally go to a lot of areas and look for Pokemon in the water. Because I believe all the wild Pokemon in the water are randomized too. But first of all, I'm going to see... I think there's a hidden item in here. This might just be in the remakes. Like, let me use the item finder. Well. Or is it over here? Oh, well, duh. I swore that was in the water, but I guess I was wrong. Whatever. I guess I'll sell the Carbos. Because I don't really need it. I also went and dropped off all those berries to the cow person. I don't even need the experience share anymore. I'm going to go drop that off. Among other things. And, yeah, I guess we're going to go on a montage. Because there's a lot of trainers in the next 2 routes. So, yeah, I guess, I don't know, I'll speed up whenever. See you when I'm done with the montage. champion Olivine, and now the rival is gonna come up and show us how much of a badass he is. By being all like, oh man, the Pokemon's sick. How sickening this is. It sickens me how sick it is. That it sickens me how sick it is that I sicken myself. If you get what I'm trying to say. Ayy. Does that make any sense to you? Probably not. But, let me think. Well, I guess we'll do a couple extra things here before I end off the part. I'm gonna grab Strength. 80 power physical normal type move. Could actually be useful to give to a Pokemon just because it's, you know, it's a decent move. I don't believe there's anything over here if I can think of it. What do you do? Oh, Battle Tower. Yeah, these guys, I'll talk about the Battle Tower now. Is this guy? Well, I'm not going out there yet. I think this place sells Hyper Potions, doesn't it? It does. Oh boy. But yeah, I guess we'll probably end it here. I don't need berries anymore. And yeah, I guess we'll check the trade while I'm here too, because why not? Wait, what does he want? Oh. Dang it! Stop going to the text. Kangaskhan for Togetic. Not particularly necessary. And that's it. I could swear you get the good rod here, but maybe I'm wrong? Oh. Yeah, give me your good rod. Yuck, 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 yuck. Alright, anyways, this part's probably kinda boring, because, I mean, it's just me talking a bit about balancing and stuff, and then just a big old montage, but, them's the breaks. That's necessary, and the next part I'll probably do a lot of it too, because we got 2 more routes full of Pokemon trainers, so, until next time, I will see you guys later. Monkey Shrapnel is out. Don't kill me.